What in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guy.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Well, now how about this return? And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. On play action, Cousins. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. Fourth and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. To the air again, it's Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 5. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, Cousins. That pass complete to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll go to Barkley again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
In motion, the tight end. First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Richardson looking to throw this. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. At the 43-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Richardson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. James Cook, 52 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. Cousins to throw it. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Play fake, Cousins. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Cousins now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Cousins. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Now Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Barkley, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. And they'll send Judy in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Richardson to throw. Steps away to his left. A solid stiff arm. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now it's Richardson. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, it's Cook. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Richardson. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Barkley inside handoff. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Daniel Whelan now.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Cousins.
That pass complete to Moore.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Cousins again. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. For this up. Ready to go to begin the... And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Up the middle they go. Burton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll look to throw here. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up,
Automatic
or if you're
first
going
down.
to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burton, and somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Now 2nd and 9. In motion goes the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll run on first down. It's Burton, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Seven yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. So that drive spans 13 plays. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights loose. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing, Cousins. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Up the middle with Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Cousins now. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Jermaine Pratt was there on the coverage defensively.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing is Cousins.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Cousins to throw it. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Results in a first down.
Here's a give to Barkley. Powers through. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Call that a gain of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Cousins. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on one seed. Do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Up the middle they go. Burton.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The visitors' offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cousins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. It's complete. He finds Falk here. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The visitors' offense and Kirk Cousins getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 13 yards. Result is a 1st down.
Here's Cousins.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Cousins again. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. Results in a first down.
Cousins.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. 2nd and 5.
Now Cousins.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burton, and he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
On first down, it's Burton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll try the left side. Burton. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.